Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all doing well wherever you're at in the world. And I'm going to give my take on Thailand's economy. And the question where some people are labeling Thailand's economy and they're calling Thailand the sick man of Asia. Um, all throughout history, countries experience economic success and economic downturns. But before I get into that, please like, subscribe, share, bang the notification bell. Please share with your family and friends. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers. Thailand's economy right now is experiencing pretty much uneventful growth. It's going through structural stagnation. And again, that term, sick man of Asia, a lot of Asian economic analysts have gave Thailand that term, sick man of Asia. Local agencies, if you look at Thailand's gross domestic product so far for the first half of 2026, it's been at 1.5%. Some analysts put Thailand's gross domestic product at 2.3 for 20. So it depends what economists you're listening to. Many analysts say that Thailand's economic recovery is well behind its ASEAN peers. For example, countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, and Vietnam are experiencing a much faster economic recovery. Now, what are key economic drivers for Thailand? One is robust merchandise exports. And Thailand, a lot of their economists use this as a you know a gauge. So merchandise exports serve as a stabilizer and growth. It's heavily driven by agricultural shipments, electronics, basically goods, and that's one economic driver, one economic test that they use. Infrastructure investment, but particularly technology infrastructure investment. It's a foreign direct investment in data centers, cloud infrastructure, and particularly AI technology. This also provides critical support to private investment. So, also a third thing, tourism recovery. Tourism right now. This particular one I've looked into quite a bit remains unstable. Uh, while high spending, long-term visitors are returning. I've said this in the past video. There has been a sharp decline in Chinese tourists. Uh, like I said in the last video, it was 35,000 a day used to come here. That's down to 5,000. Middle, we talked about the Iran war a little bit, but it's more than just that, and more than just that. Household debt, local household debt has spiraled to 86.77% of national GDP. This massive burden of household debt, particularly among younger Gen Z citizens, has weakened private consumption and it has caused limits to income recovery. So household debt, and that's going on all over the world, actually, not just Thailand, but we are talking about Thailand. Uh, Small businesses are facing tight credit restrictions from commercial banks, right? So intense price competition from cheap foreign imports, manufacturing has slid to a historically low level. Shrinking current account surplus. This is here. This part here is leaving the Thai baht highly vulnerable to current global currency. And of course, there's volatility and the Federal Reserve monetary policy. And again, I'm not going to go over it for 2 hours. I'm just giving you some bullet points that I was researching. Human capital stagnation is another one. Long-term structural decline. By, of course, the education system is failing to transition to the workforce in certain industries. And again, the Thai government is trying to fast track free trade agreements such as the Thailand EU FTA, while they're also dealing with trying to rebalance fiscal policy. These are just some of the things happening. And again, I'm no economic expert. These are just some of the bullet points when I was researching this. Like I said, tourism's down. Yeah, you can say the tensions in the Middle East. That's one of them. Also, and again, it's government visa policy. As of today is July 2nd. From what I hear and from what I'm reading, when you go from December 25, let's just say January 2026 to July 2026, there's been, depending on the number, I've seen a couple different numbers, over 35,000 people turned away that wanted to come into Thailand for whatever reason. Visa issue, maybe some failing to show they had 20,000 baht on hand. It could be now. Compared to the number of tourists that have come in, that's actually a small number. But however, it's enough also to scare people off from coming in. I could tell you, I live in central Bangkok, and I could tell you it is low season right now. It is low season, but however, it's lower than normal. I could tell you, I was in the M Sphere Mall the other day down Sukhumvit 22, and it was dead. Even on soy 4, soy 55, soy 50. I go all over Bangkok, and you could tell, even for low season, it is struggling. So there's a bunch of factors. Yes, the Middle East, the war in the Middle East was a major one. Yes. Hopefully now that's toning down. But whatever. I'm not here to talk politics, geopolitics, but also the government's policies. And again, I'm not here to criticize Thailand, or I'm just telling you the feedback and things that I read. And you can take it or you can leave it. If you have a visa and you have the money, come to Thailand. It's a safe country. It's great. I'd be one of the come to Southeast Asia. Go to Laos. Go to the Philippines. Southeast Asia overall is a great place to be. But yes, Thailand particularly is struggling economically. So those are some of the reasons. I'm not an economist. I do read a lot, but those are just some of the reasons that Thailand is struggling. And we're coming into a global, we're a one world, basically globalized world where there's going to be, as AI progresses and other technologies, the younger generation is going to have to shift. And that means as technology grows and we advance, there's going to be jobs are going to be disappearing. There's no other way to say it. Jobs are going to be disappearing. And for this next generation coming up and the current generation right now, the economy, it's going to be interesting to see, because the way the global job market's going to pan out. And here in Thailand, Thailand's no exception to that. And I was reading about Vietnam, how their economy has been pretty robust compared to Thailand's. And again, I'm pulling for Thailand. I want the country to do well. I want the people to do well. I try to do my part. But right now, the economy is sluggish. I say all that to say this: the economy is sluggish, and hopefully, it turns around and we get more people coming in here because this is a great country. It's a beautiful country. The people are great, and that's why you see people moving to Thailand and moving to other places in Southeast Asia because this part of the world is phenomenal. With that being said, that's just a quick summation. Take it for what it's worth. I hope once again, hope everyone's doing well. Take care. Have a great evening, day, night, wherever you're at in the world. Take care. Bye bye.